This match was very, very
different.
interesting. Very interesting. We had John Cena first come out to the ring.
I know it was like a WTF moment. I'm like, what the hell? So much for the, we were all like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and then all of a sudden he's in the Bray Wyatt Firefly Funhouse. We got Bray Wyatt coming down. Let me hear if you can play the volume of it.
Touch. Ooh, you can look, but you can't touch.
We had Bray Wyatt singing Nikki Bella's theme song. We had the Vince McMahon puppet do the
It's such good shit.
It's such good shit drop.
You gotta love Vince McMahon for doing all this, because people say, if we believe the rumors from Alvarez and him that Vince McMahon, Bruce Pritchard, and Krista Joseph were behind all this stuff for this. And I think more Bruce Pritchard and Chris probably behind this. I don't think Vince McMahon had much input in this. I really don't. Now, last night, people were comparing, tagging Matt Hardy left and right. Ooh, Undertaker and AJ is just like the Broken Universe. I said, bullshit. This was just like the Broken Universe.
Okay.
To me, this was more like the Matt Hardy stuff than Undertaker and AJ was last night. This was more comical. It was more of what Matt Hardy does. This kind of shit. Not what we've seen last night. Completely different.
Now,
but if everyone loved it,
now
go ahead.
If you were going to explain this to somebody
I don't fucking know.
that did not see it, how would you explain it? How would you explain what John Cena went through?
I don't know, it was kind of weird. They were like kind of doing like a portal of a bunch of shit. It was kind of strange. like you seen him come out as a prototype, do some thugonomic shit, even teasing Eric Bischoff, doing the NWO Nitro stuff was kind of weird.
I'm going to read you how they explained it on here. All right, this is wrestling. Okay. This is WrestlingInc.com, everybody. This is how they explained it on there. We see flashes from Cena's debut with WWE Hall of Famer Kurt Angle years ago. Did someone just follow? Thank you, Fame Geek, for the follow. Appreciate that very, very much. We see flashes from Cena's debut with the WWE Hall of Famer Kurt Angle. Wyatt repeats the promo Angle cut that night. Cena comes out wearing his prototype gear, coming out from behind the large SmackDown fist. Cena enters the ring. Wyatt asks what makes him think he can hang with Wyatt. Cena says ruthless aggression. He keeps swinging and keeps missing as Wyatt taunts him. Cena chases Wyatt out of the ring. Evil Boss, which is Vince McMahon, and Mercy the Buzzard are on commentary as we see Saturday night's main event intro come on. We see this fitness gym bro version of Wyatt. He's cutting an old school WWF promo, introducing his tag team partner who is Cena, lifting weights like it's nothing. Wyatt calls him Johnny Large Me. Or something around those lines. Cena rages with the dumbbells like they're paper. Abby is impressed, as is Wyatt. Cena can't lift his arms now. Wyatt channels his inner Hulk Hogan, and Cena is back in front of the SmackDown fist now. His Word Live theme starts up now. Cena is wearing his Doctor of Thugonomics gear he brought back at WrestleMania last year. Let's see. Cena hits the ring, can only speak in rhyme. He warns Wyatt to run. Wyatt gets emotional and talks about how he's had to earn everything and had it taken away from him. But Cena's chances are unlimited. Wyatt says Cena is not a hero. He's a bully, a horrible person who takes the weakness of others and turns them into jokes. He says Cena would do anything for fame. Congratulations, Cena. You're the man now. Poor, lonely John Cena. Wyatt says this is Cena's last chance now to floor his... The floor is his. Cena rhymes some more and charges into the corner, but Wyatt moves. Cena turns back around for Wyatt, and Wyatt drops him with a right hand. Do you guys want me to keep going? Because I could keep on going. It keeps going. We see the very first version of Bray Wyatt now, sitting at his home in somewhere like the Florida swamp. He sees flashes of the WrestleMania match 6 years ago as Wyatt goes on with his promo. He tells Cena to run. They jump back to the ring, and the old version of Wyatt attacks Cena. Wyatt kisses Cena on the head and goes for the sister Abigail. Cena slides out. Wyatt says that's not enough to end it, but this is. Cena grabs a chair from Wyatt. Wyatt goes to his knees and puts his hands up. He says Cena made the wrong choice 6 years ago, so fix it now. Everybody remembers when Bray Wyatt was handed the chair by Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania to clock him over the head, and he ended up not doing it. He says Cena made the wrong choice 6 years, so fix it now. Cena swings the chair, and Wyatt is gone. We see WCW Nitro graphics flash now. Wyatt is in the ring wearing a Wolfpack NWO t-shirt. He channels Eric Bischoff, who was shown several times in the flashes. And Wyatt, as Bischoff, introduces Cena, who is supposed to be the Hulkster. Cena comes out to the Hollywood Hogan music, wearing a black and white NWO shirt. Cena ends up beating Wyatt down. We see more flashes of Cena's career. He keeps swinging, but now we see it's no longer Wyatt. He's hitting its Husky the Pig. The Fiend appears behind Cena. Cena turns around. He does the mandible claw. And that pretty much ends the match. Whew. That's all of it. What do you think the whole Hulk Hogan and Cena thing? Is that for people wanting him to turn heel like Hulk Hogan did?
Yeah. You know what's really cool, though? Well, I was looking at Twitter, and Matt Hardy just, like, congratulating Bray and stuff like that. It showed, like, a gift of them hugging, which is really cool.
Yeah, I think this is
because he's proud. This is what Matt and him were probably trying to get done, and it finally got done.
Yeah, and it was done very well. I don't have any issues with this. I know.
Yeah, and he shared. He even mentioned the beginning monologue before they got to the match about being this some type of evil universe type. We share the same, like, demons and whatever live in these universes and all that. So I think that was more of a nod to Matt Hardy because they both tried it. And, I'm happy for Bray getting to do this because him and Matt both tried, and they finally got to do something like this. And it was cool. I thought it was done really well. And it was completely different than Undertaker and AJ. It was completely different. This was more comedy and more of your kind of inside jokes, ha-ha stuff. Such good shit. I mean, people have been using that meme ever since Moxley podcast. And then you hear them actually make fun of it and use it. And that was obviously Bruce Prichard, I think, doing the voices. But I could be wrong. I think he was doing that voice, though, because he does a Vince McMahon really well. Yeah, I love this. I thought it was cool how they did it. And I enjoyed it. I thought this was a really fun... I didn't know what I was watching. I was kind of thrown for a loop. I was like, what the hell are they doing? It was like, what is this? John's coming out in those really interesting wrestling tights, and then he's doing all this other stuff. He's doing thugonomics, and then Bray gets real with him, saying, you had so many chances. I fought for everything I got.
Oh, Brian Alvarez and Dave Meltzer,
oh, boy.
Man.
They loved it or hated it.
I don't know why it was doing that, Chris Mack. Brian Alvarez said...
Oh, brother.
The Vince puppet saying this is good shit saved this from being, in fact, the worst shit I ever saw.
Oh, but if this was done in another company, it'd be the greatest thing ever.
Oh, my God. What? Look. Seriously, why are there people like him like that? Like, I don't get. Even Dave Meltzer said the Snickers bar commercial was the best match so far we've seen at WrestleMania. Like, I think he just hates Bray, says Bob Ruski. But
I think he just hates the WWE. He hates Vince McMahon. That's what it is. He hates Vince.
Maybe they needed Vanguard in it, and then he would have probably loved it. Damn, Dave, get off the AEW comparison shit, says Ian Dunn.
How could you not, though? Because they're comparing it, too.
I think the Hogan-Cena thing is Hogan always buried young talent. Cena burying Rusev and Bray at the Mania, then Bray getting his revenge at Mania and fixes the mistakes made for 6 years back when Cena beats Bray. How will they bring Cena back? That's a good question. I don't think we're going to see him back for any time soon. Just like we did. I think this was just a one-off type of deal. with John Cena. I don't think he's coming back full time or part time anytime soon. I'm sure he has movies coming up probably. I just think this was kind of a one-off type of deal.
You know why I listen to Jim Cornette? Because he'll shit on WWE and he'll shit on AEW too. He's equal shitty opportunist.
Oh.
That's what he does. He's equal on his shitting on companies. Dave Meltzer, he just loves the other team.
Hard Knocks says it's an opinion, thought it was trash too. Okay, all right, fair enough. I'm not gonna shit on you, Hard Knocks. It says Brian Alvarez and Dave Meltzer kind of feel like they try to suck the fun out of some things that fans seem to like. And I'm not, they can have their own opinions. And like Ian Dunn said, it doesn't matter what they think. It shouldn't be who cares what they think. That's their own opinion. It shouldn't.
Yeah, but if it's the other way,
how they feel about the show.
They won't ever say anything negative about AEW. But they'll shit on WWE left and right, no matter what they do. They try to do something different, they shit on it. I don't know what they said about Undertaker and
They like that, I think.
did they?
Yeah.
Okay. But this is no different than what Matt Hardy wanted to do. But yet when they do something like this in AEW, they're gonna love it.
Can't people like what they want to like? Why does it bother you that they enjoy AEW more than WWE at times?
Because they shit on one company over the other when they don't have to. If they want to enjoy something, it's the same exact thing you're going to see in AEW soon, I'm guessing, with Matt Hardy's Broken Universe he's going to bring there. And they're going to cheer it like crazy.
We'll see. We'll see if they have the same opinions on what they thought. But Kokina says, Dave, you'll never say anything good about Impact.
Yeah, I do.
One positive thing about Impact, Dave, right now. One positive thing.
The North.
Brian, whatever the fuck, his pussy bitch boy, that was a shitty wrestler who thinks what they think is the word. God damn. Oh boy, why do you let this observer in your head? Exactly. Like, honestly, it's funny to hear what they have to say. Like, the comments, Meltzer, Cornette, Brian Alvarez, if you want to throw in other reporters in there. What's his other guy? What's that other guy? What's that other guy that gets a lot of heat? You guys know who I'm talking about. Bob Ruski might. God, what's his name? Starts with a J. J something. God, what is his name? I can't think of his name. J something. He talks kind of poorly about the WWE as well. I just feel like you should just kind of listen, just read it if you want to, and just kind of take it with a grain of salt. Don't take it so damn serious, because I'm sure they may have their own agendas, possibly, but it shouldn't affect the way you feel about a show or a match. If you like the match, so be it. You liked it. If someone else doesn't, it shouldn't bother you. JD New York. There you go. Thank you. I don't think it should,
well, if I'm going to get asked if it gets brought up to me on these shows, I don't follow Meltzer. I don't subscribe to The Observer. I don't follow any of these guys. So when it gets brought up in here, I respond to what I think. Oh, what a surprise. They hate on this, or they put this out there. Well, it's their opinion. We're allowed to have opinions either against it or for it or not. All of us are. If you like AEW and what they did, and if you like WWE and what they did, fine. You're still allowed to like it or hate it.
JD,
so, but if
another pussy bitch boy, goddamn. I think Brian liked other things from Mania, said Bobaruski. I think he did. I think he did as well. Again, if you're new to the show, T Wells, looks like I think you're a new viewer to the show. Hit that follow button. We'd really appreciate everyone who's new to the show, sitting there checking us out. You just made the list. Thank you, T Wells. You're quick on it, brother. Please hit that follow button, and when you do, make sure you hit those notifications so you know when you are live. We would really appreciate that. Let's see. What else did I miss in the comments? Exactly. You have a legend like Jericho having a spousal argument with a damn toy. Yeah. It's funny to hear what Cornette says, that what the Observer says just pisses you off, says Sacrifice. WWE fans getting their panties in a bunch whenever their precious company doesn't get praised for every damn thing they do, says Ian Dunn.
No,
Thank
but
you,
I think
T-Wells.
it's
Appreciate that,
messed
brother.
up when they don't get praised when they do stuff outside the box like this, and they do something that isn't like them at all, and people still continue to shit on it.
Now, what's next for Brister Bray Wyatt, Dave? What do you think is next in
Man,
line for Bray
just
Wyatt?
like the match last night, I would love to see more of this going forward. More stuff like this. I think it was a cool little.
To me, and this is my honest opinion, and I'm not sure how they would be able to work this out, like during live shows, live pay-per-views. And I believe Ian Dunn mentioned it the other last night as well. I feel like I really feel like the Fiend matches should always be like this. I don't know how they would be able to work it out, because if you're being there live, you don't want to be sitting there in the audience looking at a jumbotron watching what's going on. You know,
Yeah, but what we're going through right now works perfectly because
right. It works perfectly right now.
Who is the SmackDown champion right now?
Braun.
Who has history with the Fiend and Bray Wyatt? Braun Strowman.
But do you
it would
think
be an easy way to set it up.
So here's the scenario you have drawn up, and if it goes that route, Braun faces Fiend, Fiend beats Braun, Fiend faces Roman. Is that what you want to do? Because I don't think that's what you want to go. And then Roman beats the Fiend. You're okay with that?
Why not? I mean, who cares? People are just gonna be happy to have matches. I don't think they're gonna fucking care anymore.
Or would you rather Braun come back, Roman gets his shot against Braun?
Because what else do you do with the Fiend after he beats Cena? Where do you go from here now with the Fiend? If you're not gonna have him be a contender for the title, what are you gonna do with him?
I don't know, but I don't know how. I just feel like Bray versus Braun's next his house.
Okay, does this happen like this if we're not in the pandemic we're in?
I don't think so. I don't even think the Undertaker and Styles match happens that way it did if we weren't in the situation that we are with the virus. I don't think so.
And to me, that was kind of cool about, not saying it's cool to have this virus, but that they were the back. Well, I'm not saying that.
They benefited
I'm
from
just
the
saying
virus.
They were up against. I don't know if I want to say that either. But their backs are against the wall, and when they're under pressure, and when they're under this tight scrutiny about doing these shows, they find some way to turn negative into positive. Because they were low on talent. They went out there and they did all this crazy stuff, and they were able to put together some shows for us. And whether you like what happened tonight or not, or last night, you know what? All these wrestlers went out there and they busted their ass and they tried to entertain us for a few hours. And that's all you see a lot of, unless you're Meltzer and Alvarez. But that's what everyone should be doing. You should be praising these guys for going out there and doing what they did, not criticizing every little thing they do. Yes, did I like everything tonight? No, but it's like I'm not ripping the whole show apart. I didn't like the long match, but I still enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching it.
Under normal circumstances, they would have given you boring matches instead of these two gimmick matches. Probably. You're probably right.
Yeah.
And they benefited from this virus. I don't mean it in that type of a way, but, you know, them not having an audience there helped that match out tremendously. Especially the Taker and Styles, because I don't think it would have been as good as we would have gotten it from this past weekend, to be honest with you. Fiend, Cena, possibly we could have saw something good out of that match. But I feel like Styles and Undertaker really benefited without having an audience there. And did you see the tweet I saw? It took them 8 hours to film that.
What?
The Styles and Undertaker match.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
Wow.
Apparently, Undertaker legit cut himself.
Yeah, cut himself, and then someone saying in the chat room that Styles broke a finger or something around those lines.
Well, because if you watch that, and I watched it again today too, you could hear someone say, "Oh, he's bleeding. Are you okay?" I think that was Pritchard or someone maybe Pritchard was involved, but it was someone who was involved. Are you okay? And they just kept shooting. They said they left it in because it looked so cool, so they just left it in.
Matches.
Because you could hear someone off camera saying that.
Room for live performances. Yep. What did Bobaruski say? They work better under pressure. Many do, says Bobaruski. Yeah, and look, as much as maybe we thought WWE should suspend WrestleMania, postpone it, maybe not even have it, at least they put on a show for, a total of 8 hours, Saturday and Sunday, to kind of keep our mind off what's going on in this crazy-ass world. And they delivered on a couple of matches. Were every match on the card great? No. Was every match on the card a match that you're going to talk about from years on from now? Probably not. But the ones that we thought were going to be silly and shitty and dumb, they really delivered. And props to every single one of those wrestlers who wrestled on Saturday or Sunday. They did a great job. They entertained, and they didn't have to do it if they didn't want to. So,
imagine this show if this wasn't like this, because without spoilers, for once time, we didn't have spoilers ruining everything. Or guessing what's going to happen. Oh, so-and-so was seen at the airport. We didn't get that because of what they had to go through like this. And we didn't know Undertaker and AJ was going to be shot like that.
No, we
and when it came out like
that some matches won't take place inside the
in different locations, yeah. And when we seen it like that, we're like, oh wow, this is interesting. And then we decide, oh, maybe they're going to do Bray and Cena like that now. So that's going to be kind of cool. Maybe we figured it would be something like that. We didn't expect, and it was nice to be surprised with stuff again.